Hello there and welcome to the news review on UNILAG TV. Artificial intelligence is fast altering the world and raising important questions for the society, economy, and governance. While some believe that AI significantly improves efficiency, time management, and normal day-to-day living, others believe it poses a threat to replacing humans in the labor market. Today, we'll be discussing youth empowerment, artificial intelligence taking over. And speaking with us via Zoom is the coordinator of the Artificial Intelligence and Robotics Laboratory and a senior lecturer at the Department of Computer Science at the University of Lagos, whom I'll introduce to you after the break. My name is Adebola Adedba. I'll see you after the break. Welcome back. It's still the news review on UNILAG TV. For just joining, please remember to follow us across all our social media platforms at UNILAG on TV. So we have Chika Yinka Banjo, who is the founder and coordinator of Artificial Intelligence and Robotics Laboratory and also a senior lecturer at the Department of University of Lagos. Welcome, Chika.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, good to have you here. Now, to begin with, what really is artificial intelligence?
Okay, well, let me start with saying from the name, you can say what artificial intelligence is. Artificial is the key thing, key word there that will tell you that artificial intelligence is telling us that we're making things that are not human or natural intelligence. So, for the name, artificial intelligence is anything that you can make to behave with that behave like a human or have the capacity to behave like to make decisions is artificial intelligence. So these days, like whenever I want to explain it, I like to make it to to anybody that is on the other side of the table. What I mean by that is somebody that is not in the space of IT, so that they can understand what you're talking about. Because it's like a buzzword now. Everywhere you go, AI, AI. What is it? From the name artificial, it means making things that are not human or natural to behave like one. That's just but by using what we call programming languages to do that.
All right, let's talk about the benefits of AI. We hear AI here, AI there. Let's talk about the benefits. What are the benefits of artificial intelligence?
Thank you so much for that. Yes, from from what we have been living on right now in the world, you can see that if you go to the health sector, if you go to even from your own phone, there are a lot of things that artificial intelligence has enabled for us to use, starting from even your home. Cooking, a lot of things have been automated. If you're going out and you want to even enter into an environment, the door can open for you. So the use is endless. Now, the major ones I can say that people relate with is about health. Now, these days, there's something we call chatbots where you can stay and ask questions and get answers. I don't know how far we have gone in Nigeria with that yet, but we see that it enables in the health sector where you can, even if you don't have a doctor, it can take decisions for you by you giving the symptoms and you getting answers to what to do by connecting your phone, by typing, using your Microsoft Office to do anything, using your computer to do anything, and it finishes what you have in mind for you. Sometimes it might be wrong, but at least it automates, it helps you to like auto type. Now that is helping you to type. Then it can help you in the home. It can help you to clean. It can. There are a lot of things that artificial intelligence is doing right now in the world. So the benefits are endless and countless.
Okay, you mentioned chat box, I got that. You also talked about cooking. Could you highlight for us how AI has improved cooking or the benefits of cooking, of AI for cooking?
Yeah, so I said it can help in help in the kitchen. It can help in cleaning. So, like if you
Right.
have a robot that has been designed to help you clean, it can help you to it can help you to then program something that will be able to enable you to do that. Take for instance, we have Rombo, the one that helps you to you just press whatever that is there for it to help you go around and clean specific places. Can even go under the chair, under the bed. That's for cleaning. But for cooking, yeah. So you see, there are some things that are not yet there that you can use ideas to bring up to do. So you can actually automate whatever you want to cook and have a robot do that for you, just the same way you have a robot clean for you. You can actually we have robots that take care of the old these days. Like you program the robot to be able to do that so that you don't keep a human being there. We have robots that go underground mine to make to do some inspection. We have robots that go underground mine to do rescue. We have that's I'm talking about robot now, but that's artificial intelligence. When you talk about artificial intelligence, robotics is just a part of artificial intelligence. And why it is a part, and why we always mention this is because it is the one we can touch and see. You know, sometimes when you write programs and you don't see how it is implemented physically, it looks like it's an abstract thing. But when you do it physically with something that you can touch, just like you're driving and you see the traffic light. Some people got that robot. And of course it is. Why is it a robot? It's because it has been automated to make you go when the yellow light, stay when the yellow light is there, go when the green light shows. That is a robot. So you have programming to do all of that. So those ones we can see. And because we can see it, it makes more sense and become real to us.
Right. Okay, let's look at a broader spectrum now. You talked about robotics for cleaning. Let's look at governance and education. Which areas of governance or education do you think AI can improve?
Thank you so much for that question. In fact, coincidentally, we have a grant where we are working on using AI in education. Presently, University of Lagos. University of Lagos won that grant, and that grant was supposed to help people bring out solutions in our education sector using AI. So a lot of problems can be solved in education sector with AI. And take for instance, you go to the grassroots level, or you go to the what do we call this the underdeveloped areas where people go to those that are blind. You can use AI to develop stuff to teach them, develop software that can teach the blind. AI can do that for us. Then you can automate our administrative work in the education sector. This is actually one of the calls we pushed out recently where people applied to solve problems in that area. So administration is a key thing in education. You see how we calculate results, you see how we do attendance in school, you see how we do transcripts. We can use AI programs to handle all these things. This administrative sector. Then there's a part we call inclusion. That's why I mentioned the blind. So now, not only the blind, when you say inclusion, you know, if you think of Nigeria in the northern part of the country, some of them don't understand English. You can develop something that can translate English to their language, and that is develop an AI system that can be teaching them why nobody's there, so that they will be able to understand and learn in their own pace and in their own environment. Now that's education, but inclusion in that aspect. Now, which other education said that this is endless? It's just that, you know, of course, it's not like I can remember everything. Why this one just came on top of my mind because we are presently working on this because of the grant that we got. So now it can include languages, it can include less privileged, you can include the blind, you can include those that can those that are on wheelchair. You can develop something that will enable them to learn and not be sidetracked in the society. So these are things that AI can be used to achieve in education. This time around, it's not the it's not the formal education, now you are including those that don't come into the classroom to learn.
All right, it's still Unilag News Review. We'll take a short break right now. When we get back, we'll talk some more. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. It's still Unilag News Review, and we'll be speaking with Yinka Banjo, who is the founder and coordinator of Artificial Intelligence and Robotics at the University of Lagos. Yeah, so let's talk about the robotics summer camp held recently at the University of Lagos. What was the aim of that competition?
Yeah, thank you. Summer camp and competition are two different things. The only thing we did was to merge them together. So the summer camp is they're designed to affect the lower cadre of education in schools around University of Lagos. So what I mean by lower cadre is the grassroots. So from primary school to secondary school, that's the students, the girls and the boys that go to schools around University of Lagos. And that is called University of Lagos Corporate Social Responsibility. And it was actually backed by our Vice Chancellor, Professor Oluwatoyin Ogundipe, who gave us that initiative for this corporate social responsibility, and we have started it since 2018. Now, that is for the summer school. Now, but for the competition was actually, it was a challenge. We removed the name competition this time because we just told two sets of students, because we have been on strike for long, and we have students come to the lab, and we decided that they should do something that can affect the university, do something that will be beneficial to University of Lagos. And this was actually sponsored by our partner Coderina, who is into education and technology in Nigeria. Now, so the essence is for them to use their mind and bring something to reality. And they have these ideas, they need to put them to work, and we gave them some materials, robotic materials donated by Coderina, and they were able to do something. I know the two set of students or two set of groups did something with what was given to them, which they can do and enhance on and create something better. Then the other part, which is the summer school, which was sponsored by Engineer Fumi Ayike. This program has been happening from 2018, but she started sponsoring it since last year. Now, the essence of that, which is actually one thing that burns in my heart as well, is how do we let the younger generations know what is going on in this space? Because one thing I noticed is when I was growing up, I studied computer science, but most times we didn't even touch computer. Now, that thing has always been a burden in my heart, that how can students coming from this type of environment have this access to be able to say, okay, when I grow up, I can choose to do something. Because if you don't show them, how would they know? If they don't hear about it, how would they even know the one to choose? You see, the problem we have most times is that because you've not heard about something, when it gets to time of choosing, you don't know what to choose. So that's one of the major reasons, to enlighten them so that this thing will not be a burden when that time comes. And it will be something that they'll be playing with. So we used to do it only for those in the high school, but as time went on, we started including those in the primary level. And that has been fantastic because you see the zeal from these children and you see them evolve. They do it like they're playing. And before you know it, it will be like nothing to them. And ideas can start coming in. Because you have ideas of something you keep seeing, and you now say, okay, I've seen this severally this way. Can I do it this way? Now, the good thing about this is that when they finish this program for 1 month during their long vacation, they showcase what they have done to their parents so that they will be able to, and because they have that in mind, they are all working to showcase something. They are all working to produce something. Instead of sitting at home to watch cartoon, they produce cartoon. They develop cartoon so that people can see. Now, this is, in fact, it was one of the best for me because it took my breath away of what I saw these children developed with playing, with coding and building blocks.
Right, fantastic initiative, by the way. You talked about summer school, robotics camp, and the wonderful ideas, behind all of this. Now, beyond these two initiatives, what is University of Lagos doing for students in terms of AI? I know you mentioned all of this, but aside this, what else long term is University of Lagos doing for students in terms of AI?
Yeah, thank you so much. AI is new kind of in this part of the world, not that new, but it takes time to evolve. But I believe things are coming up. I mean, I'm from the Department of Computer Science, and we have been teaching undergraduates artificial intelligence in our department. And I believe some departments in engineering as well has some courses in artificial intelligence. So they do all this for undergraduates. But the only difference is that here is the lab is not for any department, it's for those that have the passion. So the good thing, I have someone that is from medicine, that is part of the team. We have people, when we did the first robotic competition in 2018, we have people from different departments, economics. Now, that is the beauty of it. But for University of Lagos, those are in the space of IT departments. They teach artificial intelligence. Our students do a lot of projects in machine learning, and which is the main core thing in AI. So those in engineering, I know systems engineering as well, do things in that. So it's not like it's part of the curriculum for undergraduates, but
Right.
making it to
Okay.
reach, yeah. So it's part of the
Okay.
curriculum for undergraduates, for those in the space of IT departments.
All right. Now, let me look at the flip side. I saw in the competition held, we had the winner who was able to invent a robot to pick up, litters. Now, I'm looking at it from the point of, won't this lead to unemployment? Won't this take away the job of your cleaner, my cleaner on the streets? What do you think about that?
Yes, thank you for that. I don't think it's going to take the job of our cleaners. Reason is that if it said that, then those that used to do typewriters, those that used to type letters using typewriters, their job weren't taken away from them. Rather, they upgraded to using computers. So this is just for us to look inward and what else can we do? See, all these jobs that are not even helping, because most of the times they keep cleaning and cleaning, and it's this kind of job that you keep going back and forth to, and you use robots to do that. It makes life easier, really. And it's even an opportunity for those people that used to do it to look inward and get higher. So that's the beauty of it. Those that used to use typewriter these days, where are they? They are using computers, and some of them have gone higher to even be programming. So some of them has done other things that are more meaningful for them. So you can't just keep typing and wasting time doing it. So the robots are doing a better job than even a human in that line, that kind of like. So we should use our minds for higher things. So robot is not taking anybody's job, but robot is actually enhancing the world we have.
And that's a fine place to leave it. Chika Yinka Banjo, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much for
And that's
having
our
me.
show for today. Many thanks for watching. I am Adibola Adidiba. Bye for now.